Orson Welles was born on May 6, 1915 in Kenosha, Wisconsin. His mother was Beatrice Wells, who was a concert pianist. His father was an inventor and made a very successful lamp for bicycles. Although this family seemed perfect from the outside, on the inside it was far from it. When Wells was 4, his parents got a divorce. At the age of 9, his mother passed away from jaundice. Soon after this, his father's business began to crumble. He turned into a drunk and passed away when Orson was 13. A couple years later, a wonderful woman named Maurice Bernstein took Wells under her wing. He was enrolled in Todd School, located in Woodstock, Illinois. This was where he found his love for theater. He continued this journey and went to Dublin, Ireland, and became a star at 19. His fame came from his role as Tybalt in the play Romeo and Juliet. After this production, he was noticed by director John Houseman, who introduced him into the Federal Theater Project. The two formed a strong partnership and started working together. Some of his many films he wrote and directed include Touch of Evil, The Magnificent Ambersons, The Chimes at Midnight, and F for Fake. At the time Wells was 21, he created his second big production that was a radio show called War of the Worlds. This was a news broadcast that told the public about alien invasions. Due to the fact that everyone thought this was real, people started to panic and it started to get out of hand. The station had included eyewitness accusations which listeners believed were real. Soon, the broadcast had to tell their listeners that everything was not real. This caused a big outrage for the people who believed in their lies. Although he had accomplished many great films and productions, he is most commonly known for his film Citizen Kane. When Orson turned 24, he signed a contract with RKO and started a production on a film called Heart of Darkness. This film was never finished because while working on that film, the idea of Kane came across. Several reasons why the film was such a big hit was due to the people who made it. Since Orson was already known in the public eye when he released the film, many people rushed to see it. The film had struggled with being released, many dates had been moved, and people wanted to buy it just to destroy it. Many theaters did not let the film be shown in their theater. The studio was the one controlling whether or not the film would be shown in certain theaters. After 7 years, the film finally had a fair chance when the studios had to release their holding on the film. Once journalists and critics had the chance to see the film, they had nothing but good things to say. Kane was still struggling in American theaters and was not being appreciated enough. So the film made its way over the Atlantic Ocean to Europe, where it was finally appreciated. France was where the film started to grow due to the French writers. Citizen Kane hit its growth spurt in 1952 when filmmakers were deciding the best movies. Even then, the film had not been mentioned except on one ballot. This was enough to put the film on the list of greatest films. Still, the film did not reach the top 10, but it was just slightly under. Around 1952, the film was re-released across the United States, and it also started airing on television. It seemed like all the struggle the film endured finally paid off. Some speculated that the film was released in the wrong decade, but now it fit in perfectly. Kane started to creep up higher and higher on the polls. The reason for this fame may have been because of the television.